it's Rob again from Max Realty, and I'm just driving to work, and I figured I'd give you a little top 5 tips when you PCS into Guam. And these are just from my experiences, because Guam is my 4th overseas tour. I spent 3 years in Spain and 6 in Germany, so these will be my top 5 tips. Tip number 1, bring something Japanese over here. Bring a Japanese car, because you're close to Japan, and that's pretty much what all the mechanics can work on, and that's all you're going to see on this island is Japanese vehicles and Jeeps. So if you have one of those, you're set. Don't bring anything from Europe over here, because your parts are going to be astronomical, and fixing it, you might not even have anybody to fix it. So definitely bring something Japanese over here. Tip number 2 would be, as a real estate agent, it blew my mind that you actually need an agent to represent you when you get to the island for even a rental property, because you can't look on like Zillow and go find the property manager and just seek them out and go say, hey, I'd like to apply for this place. You actually have to go talk to a realtor before you get to the island. Tip number 3 would be, make sure when you get a place, the internet is actually good. Like, put in your address with GTA or Docomo, go to their shop, and make sure that you have decent internet, because some places are beautiful and they've got 25 megs a second, and you really have a hard time even streaming in 4K out here with that. Tip number 4, I'd have to say, would be auto insurance. Go through USAA, because that's what most of the soldiers go through out here. And if you have USAA, when you PCS in, there is a Facebook group, Guam Rental Cars for PCS, and you can actually rent a car from other military members if you have USAA for fairly cheap, like $400 to $500 a month, which would be perfect for somebody coming in who's got a family and they need a rental car to get around right away. So, and tip number 5 that kind of blew my mind away was, houses don't have mailboxes. Like, it's never been like that in my entire life, but when you go to fill out your paperwork for your utilities, you don't have a mailbox, so you get a P.O. box on base if your house doesn't have one, and most of them don't. And that's actually probably better for when you get Amazon shipments and stuff, because then they don't leave them at your front door. You actually have them in a secure area on base, and you can go pick them up. But I think that would be my top 5 tips. And yeah, like and subscribe, and hit that like bell, and hit me up in the future whenever you PCS in, so we can give you some more tips, and stick around for the next videos. Thanks.